What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley. I am your host, David Rogers. And here with me today, I got a winner from the weekend over at Florence Motor Speedway. I got to come up with his nickname. I've been thinking about it. We got the High Side Hustler, the High, Wide, and Handsome, the I don't know. He's making that high side work over there regardless. Mr. J.R. Moore, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Doing all right?
Yeah. How about you?
I ain't going to complain. It's Monday, but it went by quick for some reason. What you been up to?
Not a whole lot. Working on race cars. That's about it.
Working on race cars. Well, if everybody don't know, I know everybody around this area knows, but for everybody else listening, go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit. Obviously, you are J.R. Moore. Tell everybody what you do, where you been, how you started, all that fun stuff real quick. We'll go into more after that.
I started racing when about 9 years old, racing go-karts, and then did pretty good with that. Moved up to a car, mini stock. 12 years old, ran that for a while, won a little bit in it. Then we ended up moving to Charger. Won a few races in that.
A lot of races.
Then we took a break for a little while, then we came back running street stocks, and ran that for a few years, and then we started back running Charger. We ran that for 2 years.
Yeah.
And now we got a truck.
How you liking the truck so far?
I like the truck a lot better. You got a lot better brakes, and it's lighter and reacts quicker.
I feel like I'm following you over there. You quit with the Charger and got a truck. Well, I quit with the Charger and got a truck.
Well, Charger is the most makes the most sense financially.
It does. In a way, I guess. I've said the same thing too, but I think the trucks aren't that bad either. As long as we do 2 tires.
Yeah. 4 tires gets kind of expensive, but
yeah. But I mean, I get it. Like for this past weekend, it's 85 lap race. I get it.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times a year, it ain't too bad.
No. So as we said in the opening there, you are the South Carolina 250 Truck Series winner for this year. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
That was a eventful. That was an eventful race. It was an eventful night, and we're gonna have Steve Zacharias on here to talk about it in just a little while here. It was an eventful night, but that was an eventful race. Yeah,
it was wild. You got we have 17.
A lot.
However many we had, they all tried to win it on first lap.
Yeah. It was every lap, like you just said a little while ago. We were talking. Every lap was lap 75 for a lot of people for some reason.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get racing hard. Boy, it was like, man, let's ride for a little while here.
Well, it made it a lot easier on me at the end.
It had to help.
Yeah.
It had to help. But let's go through the race a little bit. Man, it started out, it looked like it was going to be kind of, everybody get to riding and go for a little while. But then all of a sudden, something happened going down the straightaway. All I saw was the 17 was under you, running to the side of you, and all of a sudden he was in the wall, spinning around, hitting other trucks.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened there. I just know I was on the outside wall, and I felt him hit me at the flag stand, and then I got sideways, and I looked beside me, and he was going down towards the inside wall.
Yeah, I didn't know if like I said, when I saw it was like at the end of it already. I was like, what the devil happened way down there? That was
I don't know if he was just trying to widen his arc for entry into one or what happened.
That's what I figured, and the way it looked, it just caught his right front and just turned him into the inside wall.
Yeah, it was just a racing deal.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely just a racing deal. After that, in the truck race, man, it got exciting, I guess we'll say. We had multiple cautions, multiple spins. There was trucks getting together. I think, who was it? Neil Meredith and Jody Meismer kind of got into it again a little bit there.
Yeah, I think the 98 got loose, 136, and then they got together.
Them two always find each other.
Yeah.
Somehow. They managed to find each other on the track, and it's always funny. It's one of them things that it's like people that always race hard against each other are always around each other on the track, I guess, for some reason. Anyway, they got in each other. chasing around the track, all this other mess, and then there was a few more just spins, flat tires. Somehow Brian Hicks, I think, spun out. I think he spun 3 times, or he had a flat tire one time, spun a couple times. It was like every time something happened, somehow he got involved in it.
Yeah, he went flying off of 3 there one time. I think he blew right front.
Blew right front about halfway down the back straightaway, and straight off 3 he went. And then they got the wrecker bogged down.
Yeah, I know. I was sitting there for a long time waiting to get back rolling.
And I'm gonna tell you, and you probably learned this quick, that for whatever reason, man. Well, I know why. I mean, we all know why. These trucks are hot.
Yeah, they are.
It can be cool outside, and it is hot inside the truck.
It's the hottest thing I've ever drove.
Dude, I'm telling you. I guess the Matt Grantham said he had to go to the rescue. He did. He did. He had to go down and take his personal truck and pull the wrecker out there. Brian Hicks said it was exciting. Yeah, I bet it was from your seat. But he, like I said just a minute ago, you got caught in everything out there. I felt like, or in the middle of it somehow. But anyway, and you know, you still look like the unscathed one out there for the most part. And then all of a sudden, well, they got you for jumping the start, and you had to go to the back.
Yeah, I went a little early the first time. I think I don't know. I thought what made it look so bad the second time was because of 72 spinning tires, but
it probably did. It probably did. I mean, it always makes it got spun twice and cut her right front. Yeah. But yeah, when somebody spins tires, it definitely makes it look worse than what it was. I didn't think you went that early, but I mean, I get it. It's the rule.
Yeah,
and if they're going to enforce it for everybody, then I'm good with it.
Yeah,
so,
it's their call to make, whatever they make.
But you, after that, I will have to give some props to my buddy, as he was known throughout the year there, the crybaby, Brandon Johnson. I had to give him some props though, because it was his first race in the truck, and man, he actually looked pretty good in it. Yeah,
he ran real good. I got to the outside of him there. I had to push a little harder than I wanted to. It's probably a good thing I went to the rear because I was pushing too hard right there. But
y'all had a good clean battle up front there for a long time, and then I think Willie Granger got back up there for a little while, and Willie and Brandon got into it, and I think Willie was upset with Brandon, and I didn't really. And I get when you're in the seat, you don't see everything from the outside by no means. But to me, it looked like Willie come off. He was like off the track and come back across the track and just come across Brandon's nose. He didn't really have nowhere to go.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell. I just saw, I saw dirt flying up when he went off the back straightaway, and then he came back.
Yeah,
and they got together going in 3.
Yeah, so I mean, it that is what it is, and then. You were able to take it on, ride that high side, and take on the win, man.
Yeah, about 25 or so to go there, I went to the high side, and I just tried to start hitting a rhythm.
You like that high side there, don't you?
Yeah, it works out pretty good for me sometimes.
Sometimes, most of the time it does. How did you find it, or did you think about it before you even went up there? Because your first race there in that truck.
Yeah, well, a few years ago we were in that same race with the street stock. That's when I found that line, and you just can carry so much momentum up there, and you don't have to ride the brake too much, and you just ride on back on the throttle, forward to center.
There you go. Well, congratulations again. We'll talk more about it here, but let's go to the Zoom line. We got the man that owns the joint over there at Florence Motor Speedway, Mr. Steve Zacharias. Steve, what's up, brother? Uh-oh. Is he frozen? I think Steve's frozen. I hear him. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's kind of bouncing around now. See if it'll start working for him.
How about now?
Oh, we can hear you now. There we go.
I was saying, just got done doing it one time and gonna clean up and do it again. So.
Well, man, I'm gonna tell you. And I told somebody this the other night. I said, "Man, this is so much nicer." Or I think it was Boo. I was talking to. Me and Boo Carlisle were talking. I said, "Man, this is so much nicer having it on 2 weekends."
Yeah, no, functionality-wise, if we would have had that crowd, or actually, we would have that crowd and that race. I mean, for either one of them combined with trying to have the big late model race, we would have all been there till 3:00 in the morning. So
Yeah.
yeah, splitting them up, it's a little financially ineffective for us. Trying to have to double everything. But I think it makes for a better show. So no, we were glad to see. I'm obviously JR knows. I'm a JR Moore fan, not just because of the fact that he's a Mets fan, which I talked to his dad in Victory Lane, and having the Mets logo on the tailgate is not like, I don't know what the hell you guys were thinking, because that's just bad luck in general. But no, it was a wild ride. I mean, the whole night last Saturday was. When you draw it up and you do the work and you put you clean, you paint, you prepare, you make schedules, and then to watch some of it, like you want to see green to checkers side by side everywhere, right? And you don't want to see cars get tore up. The JR Moore.
Uh-oh. Well, he blinked out on us again. It's a funny face.
What happened?
There we go. You're back.
I'm gonna get it off of Wi-Fi. How about now?
Now we got you now.
I got it off of Wi-Fi. I'm sorry.
You're good.
What was your thoughts, Dave? What did you think?
I thought, I don't know what it was. I mean, far as the weekend, I mean, far as the racing, the show itself, man, I thought it was great. I really did. I thought it was, and in all actuality, yes, none of us want to see cars get tore up, by no means. I mean, especially us racers, especially all of us who got to put these things back together all the time. We never want to see cars get tore up at all. But I guess probably from a fan's point of view, man, it was probably one of the most exciting nights of racing they've seen in a long time. Like I said, there's not a lot. I mean, I know there's not a lot of fans who want to see wrecks, but just like the truck race, man, side-by-side battle for the lead for, I don't know, what 10, 15 laps probably.
There was a lot of side-by-side race.
Exactly. And even in the limited race, I mean, there was a lot of side-by-side racing, and then,
once we got started.
Yeah, once we got started. We'll get to that here in just a second. The street stocks. Lil Ricky led for quite a while, and Jeff Melton stayed on his bumper the whole time, and made the pass on him there late in the race. And you can't really ask for anything any better than that, far as the racing, actual racing point. Now, you just mentioned the the elephant in the room, I guess, that people want to talk about, and you're breaking up a little bit there again. So I really want to get your thoughts on it, on really what happened. I know there's nothing from a track owner, promoter, even even the race director side. There's really there's not anything you can do about somebody missing a shift. But what did you think about? Obviously, everybody's heard now. Limited late model race. I think there was 32 cars that started. I believe it was.
Yeah, it was 32.
And by the time I think we took the green flag and made a lap, there was only 21 left because outside pole missed a shift not once but twice and collected the majority of the outside line with him. Stinks. It really stinks. What's your thoughts on it, man?
Yeah, so obviously in the heat of the moment, it was a wild ride. Kind of coming out of the truck race. The truck race wasn't much better.
No.
We didn't have the intensity of the start, but man, it seemed like for each and every lap of the truck race, someone was hitting somebody, somewhere. And whether it was just Doran coming to green or it was, 3 wide for no reason and it was early. So, so the whole night I kept looking up in the sky waiting to see a full moon, and I never found it.
My dad said the same thing.
Must have been hidden behind the clouds. But no, I mean, when it comes to the limiteds, the world has changed, right? Like when it comes to age limits, and so everyone kept saying, oh, that's what happens when you have a 12-year-old. And I've asked, and I really don't know the answer, but I think Sean's like 18 or 19 years old. So he's not a kid, right? And he's run 602s. He's run 60 or smart modified tour stuff. I mean, this isn't his first time. Now, the modifieds, it's kind of a third to fourth straight down situation. It's not the way it is. But to be on the pole, I mean, AK puts together obviously good equipment. They have for a long time. So he obviously had a good car, put himself on the pole, and then to go lead the green or lead the field to green for a race like that, I'm sure was stressful, right? So like he was thinking the whole time, what am I going to do? He was in his head, I think, more than anything. And then that first one, if I watched it, because I was in the production trailer, Brian calls the race. I back Brian 100%, no matter what he does. But when the first one happened, it looked, from the production trailer and then afterwards that he jumped the start, and Brian would have called the start back if we ever made it past turn 1. But he checked up, and then when he checked up, he locked, got the field bunched up. Now we're piled up. So, first offense, you really can't, there's nothing you can do about that, right? So you let it go, you fix the problem. Everyone's mad, of course, because myself included, because we had a good field of cars, and you want to see a good race. Like for the broadcast, for the racetrack, you just want to see a good race. And so we go off, we wad everybody up, whatever, we get it fixed. We had the unfortunate thing with Jamie Steverson's mom. She was having a panic attack on top of a trailer. So we had to kind of address that. So the beginning of that limited late model race was a wild ride for sure, right? So we get out of that, get her cleared out. She's good, by the way. I think that's the most important, right? I mean, when it comes down to everything, health and safety and family is more important than, a bad day at the racetrack. So she's good. So that's number one.
Good.
But when when the race got started, I went back to the production trailer. I sat down, kind of just unwinding, and I look up, and I could have swore I saw a replay, and I was watching. I was like, no, this didn't just happen again. So now we got cars on top of cars. So now now I'm frustrated. I'm getting yelled at by everybody. Everybody's screaming at me. They're screaming at him. Brian's doing his part from the tower. Trying to make the best of a bad situation, and to Sean and to everybody included in that whole team, no one wanted that. That wasn't what they were intending to do, right? So it sucks, but they didn't come to the racetrack thinking I'm going to wipe out 20 cars. That's not how he got there. He wanted to win the race. He wanted to be the best car out there, which he was for a while there. So I mean, again, it's racing. It's a wild thing to be inside the car. But then once it all got started, man, it was a mob mentality. Pit road was throwing trash cans. I mean, when you are a part of wrecking that many cars, you have that many teams that are just as mad at you, right? So now all of a sudden you got a lot of people. Like if it's 1-on-1, like if JR and somebody in the truck race got into it, it could be 1-on-1, but this was like 1-on-20. So the poor kid come down pit road, and Brian, his thought was maybe something broke with the car. So let's bring him down pit road. Let's take a look at it. But then when he was coming down, it got a little intense and got that cleared up. I think once the race finally started and actually went to green flag, it was what we all hoped it would be. It was a good race. So I think it could have been better if we didn't finish off 20 cars, but again, I know Sean didn't do it on purpose.
Right.
I mean, it's just in the heat of the moment. Obviously, everyone was frustrated, myself included, where, you come to a racetrack and you work your tail off, whether it's myself getting there, Brian and myself, to get the racetrack cleaned up, prepared, and then that Brian stacked 1,300 tires in order. Everyone had a fair, like everyone's sets were exactly the same because Brian had to pull 1,300 tires out, stack them, put them in place, to make sure that the race is as fair as humanly possible for trucks, chargers, limiteds and street stocks. And then, for the race teams, they went out there, they worked to get ready. They tested all day Thursday. They got ready on Friday. There was a lot of work put in. And so to end up in turn one and either be wadded up or be damaged was heartbreaking for everybody. But again, I say to Sean, we understand, man. It's as a race car driver, it's something that happens. It's happened to all of us, just in a bad spot right there.
Tough spot. And the only thing that, it is what it is, but the only thing that stinks about it in the long run is there was a lot of good cars, and man, it could have been some great racing up front because there was a lot of good cars got took out, but that is part of racing, and we know when we hit the gas, it's possible we might not come out on the other side of turn one. So that's just how it is. But buddy Jamie here says, and 100% back him on this. I think we lost Steve there. Maybe he'll be back. But credit to them. A great job, in my opinion. Maybe he'll be back on here in just a second. I thought it was, with the hand they were dealt, like I said, I don't think there's anything track could really do about it.
No, they did the best they could do.
I'm telling you.
They did a good job. They always do.
Yeah, for sure. We were just saying there, Steve, that, man, to y'all's credit, I can't understand myself why anybody was mad at you out there because, man, there's nothing the track can do in a situation like that other than clean it up and re-rack it and go again. That's just that's part of it. Man, beyond that, obviously, me and JR talked about truck race some there. That was kind of a wild race too.
Yeah, no, it was. And again, I swear. So I know JR. I know, like, as a racer, didn't appreciate to get put to the rear. But I'm telling you right now, I think I've been in all situations. I've mounted tires. I've called races. I've been inside the car. Like, I think by far the hardest position in the sport is race directing because it's never going to get the credit it deserves when it deserves it, and it's always going to get the backlash when it deserves the backlash. So, I'll give JR credit for in victory lane announcing that he stood behind what the call was, because like everything is happening so fast, and you're trying to make the most productive and the most accurate decision you can in the heat of the moment. So you use replays. You never know who's doing what in the other car. It's how we got to the start line, because back at Myrtle Beach, we had the restart zone, and everybody started jacking around with the start, right? So who's the one screwing around and who's not. That's how we got to the line. Because then they get to the line, you just launch together. And as long as you leave together and you're equal, once you get to start-finish line, you guys do what you want. So, I know it looked in the replays back, the 72 might have missed a shift. You might have slowed down. But in the heat of the moment, Brian makes the best call he can with the information he's got. Again, like I said at the beginning of this conversation, is that the best car or best truck ended up winning the race like it was supposed to. So it all played itself out. But it wasn't exactly, I'm sure, how JR you wanted it to be. But again, man, I'm telling you, making those calls, especially like, perfect example. Let's, and I'm not trying to be long-winded here and take over, but perfect example is go back to the limiteds. When the limiteds wreck on lap one, and you've got a handful of cars that were up front, and a handful of cars in the middle, and a handful of cars second row on back that get wrecked. We got yelled at some point about we're supposed to let the rows go forward. In NASCAR, everyone lets the rows go forward instead of back and forth. I completely disagree with the rows, because the way it played out, you might have let 10th go all the way to the front, or 10th row go all the way to the front. So I think if you qualified second or third, you deserve to get the next spot up when it comes to that restart. but other people have their opinion on how that's supposed to go. But as a racetrack, we make the best decisions we can, because I've said it, Brian, I've said it 100 times. We love everybody that comes through that gate. Everybody that pays $1 to be here at the racetrack is helping us survive, and we appreciate each and every one of them. We would never, ever want to see someone go home and be like, well, that was terrible. I hated every minute of that because those some bitches, they didn't do this for me. They didn't do. We're going to do the same for first to last. And you might not agree with it, but we're going to do the same for first to last. And if you look back on our record, you will never find, like, Brian, again, I say this, Brian got thrown out. I was race directing, and I put Brian to the rear because he did something. So there's never going to be a moment that you'll say he did this for this guy and he didn't do it for that guy. If Brian sees something happen, he's going to put someone to the rear. And again, it might not be right, but he's going to do the same thing each and every time.
Well, that's what me and JR were talking about earlier there. You know, I mean, it's like we said, you know, it stinks getting put to the back. Yeah, it always going to stink. And there may be some people want to fuss and fight and whatever else about it for whatever reason. But, man, all we can ask as racers is if everybody gets treated the same, hey, it just is what it is. And I believe that Brian does his best job to do that, like you were just saying. I really do. I've you know, been around there since y'all have had the track, and I really think he does I think he does a phenomenal job in race directing myself. Those are some tough calls that I never want to make.
No,
Yeah.
neither.
Yeah, well, I mean, perfect example was you know, when Willie and the 72 got together. You know, and it's fortunate now, especially with having the broadcast stuff on our behalf, we can send replays to him that give him, you know, the best view of everything. So the 72, you know, it was Willie went off the track and then Willie come back down. But when the 72 left front caught the wall and then jumped up the racetrack, that put Brian in a situation where it's like, you know, it was 50-50 on that deal. And once you make contact, and we say it in the driver's meeting, once you make contact, you are part of the caution, you know? So, you know, so there's just calls that are tough. I mean, because we're all friends, we're all family, and we don't want to see anyone have to take a bad deal. And once you're in the car, your brain kind of goes a little bit different, right? And you're not making the most rational decisions at some points, you know, in your head. And that's actually, Dave, that's also one of the things that's the hardest, is that everybody is watching the specific car, right?
That's
so
right.
like all of JR's team is watching JR, and anything that happens to JR is what they see. Brian's having to watch 15 cars or trucks and have to pay attention to what's going on, because we'll get yelled at all the time. He's hit us for 15 laps for the last 15 laps. He's been hit dooring us. We don't see that. Like, I mean, Brian's head's on a swivel going left and right trying to pay attention. But as a team member or a family member, you're watching that specific vehicle and you see it different than we do, right? So
Exactly.
again, it is what it is. It's the plight of life that we've put ourselves in. We love it. It's fine. We've gotten thick skin over the years, and we're just, again, I can promise you, JR, when you come back, I'm super happy that you won. If you come back and do it again, you'll go to the rear.
Yeah. As long as you're consistent, that's all that matters.
That's exactly right.
Well, after all that was said and done, we had the clash at the Mason-Dixon street stock race, or super stock race. Man, I thought it was a great race. I really did, and I thought, you know, being the inaugural clash at the Mason-Dixon, had a good car count for it, pretty good compared to a lot of street stock stuff this last year. And I think there was one caution for a drive shaft fell out.
Yep.
And other than that, it was clean and green and with good racing up front. You know, like I said, Lil Ricky and Jeff Melton were nose to tail most of the race, and Jeff Melton saved just enough tire to get around him there towards the end. And man, I thought it was a great race.
Yep. No, it was good, and Boo's doing a good job. Obviously, the touring series is in general, whether it's Cars Tour or you know, street stocks, it's a tough deal to try to get people to want to travel, to want to be a part of something. You know, whether it's Dylan going up, he went as far as I think Dominion at some point. So especially to get street stocks to travel, he's doing the best he can to try to just be a benefactor of the sport. He's trying to just help and do the best he can. And he helped us, had a good car count. And I'll be honest, after the wild night that we did have, street stocks were the best part of my night. But at the same time, but when it was all said and done, we had a protest, or not a protest, but Mike pulled the cam on one of the limiteds, and we had it checked yesterday at Mike Rankin's, and all was good, so everybody was clear. But we had that going on. We had the stuff with the 98. We had the limited, and but Boo still came up end of night, and he's like, "Man, can I get you to dismount these tires real quick so I can check Jeff's tires to make sure he didn't put any chemicals in them?" So even with the stuff I had going on in my head, I was like, "No, geez, I got to do this." But Boo stayed behind his series to make sure it was as fair as humanly possible, right? So we dismounted them, or not dismounted, we opened them anyways. I mounted, took the top off, and we put a flashlight in there and smelled them, make sure there wasn't nothing to them. But he stayed on top of it, and that's what it's going to take, is to make sure, there's going to be rules in place. People are going to stretch them, and making sure someone is taking care of that. Whether there's 3 cars or there's 15 cars, you've got to do your part to make sure it's a fair deal when it comes to every single car.
Exactly. And like I said, done a great job at it. Me and him were actually up in the VIP area during the truck race, because my truck, Matt Grantham, he had fell out early with transmission problems, so I walked over in there and hung out for the race. And me and him were talking, and we were talking actually about rules, and he was talking about some things that, for next year is like, oh, we got to get a little more specific about this. Get a little more specific about this. That way we don't leave a gray area. And he's on top of it, man. He's really entrenched in it, and I like it. I like it. Boo's a good guy, and I promise you, he wants nothing but the best for the sport, and loves the street stock deal, super stocks there. So good job to him, and good job to the street stock race there. But we got to talk about some other stuff here, Mr. Zacharias, real quick. Yep. We got the big show coming up this weekend. Coming up Saturday.
And I pray they all watched last week and learned something. I hope everyone watched it and said, you know what, we don't want to do that. But no, yeah, we're looking forward to it. And as I look off and above JR, excited to have Pro Fabrication on board for both weekends, but especially this weekend, coming on board to be our yellow flag sponsor. And anytime we can get a supporter or a partner involved in the racetrack, man, it's a huge help, because people don't realize. I mean, we sold a lot of tires this week, but that is a huge expense. We jumped the purse up. That's a huge expense. So any extra dollars we can get our hands on to offset that, to get us through the winter, we can't thank them enough. So no, it's going to be a great time. I think we're going to be close to 50 late models. You got me back?
Oh yeah, you good? I said, wow.
Oh, good. So you froze up a little bit.
Oh.
No, it's like I said, we got probably right at 50. Probably have our 15, 16 mini stocks, if I had to guess. I mean, legend cars will be legend cars. Bandoleros, a little tough. I mean, I think the Bandolero series has kind of slowed down a little bit since the age change in legend cars.
Yeah.
But no, it's I think it's 250 laps. First time we've ever really done qualifying is it. We don't have a ton of heat races. We don't have provisionals. I mean, we do have provisionals, but they're going to the I-95 people. And then if they don't, then it opens up and becomes part of qualifying. So no, it's it's part of the season, right? Brian and I talked about it. It's big race season, even last week, just the practice. When you hear all those cars out there just making, lap after lap after lap, it changes how you feel. Like it's big race season. It feels like a big race. 14, 15 trucks. It's just fun to be a part of, man. I'm honored. I said that before. I'm honored to been fortunate enough to kind of fall into the Myrtle Beach deal, and then be able to drag it up here and put it at Florence. So,
well, man, I am ready for it. Like you said, about 50 late model stocks. That is, and man, I'm gonna tell you, late model stocks, and I give credit to the I-95 series, the even just the regular weekly stuff. along with the Cars Tour stuff. Even, dude, that is so close. That field is so close now. I mean, I can see somebody missing this show by a couple hundredths of a second.
Yeah.
I mean, it may be less than that. I mean, and that's gonna. I mean, it's gonna be it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight, and which is really, really, really good. And it's fun to watch.
And I think Brian's deal. Brian's deal coming up with a last or non-qualifiers race is good for this year, right? Because everyone drives down, they put the work in, they'll be here Thursday, Friday practicing, they go out and qualify, and God forbid you miss the race, and then you just got to drive home. So this time, we came up with a non-qualifier event that will still get paid out, kind of as if it was like a local short track race here. So I just think it's cool. Like, if you're going to race, like, you might miss the big one, but you get to at least be a part of a race, and then go home with some money. So I think that's a good deal. Obviously, the 250 is going to be bigger than that one, but got David Roberts calling me now. My phone doesn't stop when it comes to this stuff. But which I will say that David Roberts is calling me for a reason, because I think URA and Scott at Anderson and ourselves, there's a lot of racetracks starting to really join forces and getting close to be able to have trucks go to Anderson, and JR's truck is just as competitive or the same truck as everyone else's, right?
That's right.
So because we're trying to make racetracks where race trucks and race cars can go there, not just want to, but can go there without having to put a ton of work and a ton of money in. So, so like I said, it's just a lot of good things. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of moving parts, but no, I'm excited about what's happening. I'm excited about this week. I'm also excited about going to the Thanksgiving Classic. That's right after. Looks like Mike's got some cool stuff happening there. So no, it's a good end of the November, and then we go from November to I'm going to go to Carteret. We actually just got back, Dave, from doing Tampa Bay. We did Showtime Speedway for a figure 8 race. We go this week 400, next week Thanksgiving Classic. The kids and I are going to go to Carteret, do their December race broadcast, and then January 10th is the cruise for the banquet. Come home from January 10th and do a banquet in town at Hartsville. And then after that, it's February 7th, Icebreaker, and then all of a sudden 2026 is here, and it's happening. So.
It doesn't stop around here anymore at all.
No, and if I can, I'll open the go-kart track and we'll race all winter. So.
Dude, I noticed there was about 1 million questions over the 400 announcements. People asking when the go-kart track was opening back up.
I'm telling you right now, it's so much and I've had 100 people. You and I have had this conversation, Dave. Is that I've had so many people say "Oh, just let me do it." Well, it's right here. I've already put the lights up, the timing's in. You're more welcome to run it. Just come tell me what you're gonna do.
He told me that, and I said no.
Yeah, no one shows up because. The work you have to put in, I am envious, or not envious. It's definitely not jealous. What's the word? Impressed, I guess, with Tim Clemens at Lakeview. Yeah. The work they put in to make a dirt track, and then if it rains, if it's too sunny, if it's cloudy, it was too much for me, and I don't even know what I was doing.
They needed Tim up at Charlotte a couple weeks ago. That was bad on that dirt side. Yeah. But we ain't got to worry about none of that this weekend, man.
Beautiful weather. Again, I think it's 78 degrees on Saturday right now.
That's going to be awesome. I love it. It was great weather this past weekend. Everybody can still get tickets to the 400 right now online, correct?
Yeah, of course. Yep. Or just show up and be a part of this. Unfortunately, as far as I know, Dale Earnhardt Jr. isn't coming, so seats will be plenty, I'm sure.
So you shouldn't even said that. We should just let it ride. Just let it ride.
Well, J.R. Moore will be here signing autographs.
There you go.
On stage, your previous winner of the Super Trucks signing autographs. So the place might be full.
We're just gonna put J.R. up there. That's what we're gonna put. The letters, just J.R.
Yeah, we don't say who it was.
That's right.
Hey, like I said, but I'll finish off because I'm gonna go and watch Monday Night Football. But I will say congratulations, JR. Like I said, I know it wasn't directly how it was supposed to be or how you wanted it to go. Rather just stay up front the whole time. But come home victorious. And as Mets fans, I'm proud of you and congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It all worked out in the end.
I will say real quick before you get off here that Brian Voss commented and said, while I stand behind everything we did, I will say we covered Hoosier tire from being a complaining point this weekend.
So I said he missed because he called in. The reason I went away, he was calling in, and I tried to send him to voicemail and ended up closing you down. But he didn't get to see the part where we talked about the fact that he moved 1,300 tires.
It's crazy.
1,300 tires, and then had to look at the side codes, the sticker codes, and put them all into pairs because, and back when we were at Myrtle Beach, we used to get over 1,600 tires, and we just threw them in there and we'd put them in because back then you'd have halves, fives, quarters, 3/4, and then you'd put them in their sections, and it was like a maze to get in there. Yeah. And the teams would come in and pick their size they wanted. Now it's like if you don't have one size only, everybody loses their mind. And then once you send out tires like randomly, no matter how we do it, it'll end up being a bad day because we'll send the best set like accidentally to somebody because we sent them out, and one person will be on 4 matched up tires and no one else will be, but it'll be super random. So Brian said, screw it. I'll pull 1,300 tires out. I'll stack them out in the world. I'll put them together. That way, like, take that completely out of the equation.
That's right. Our buddy Andrew Garris from Profab Header says, ready to be there with all 4 cars this weekend and glad they could help and be a part of the weekend. So
well, thank you.
Appreciate them as always. Steve, man, appreciate you coming on here, hanging out with us a little while, man.
Yes, sir.
And we appreciate all you do. And we are ready to be over at Florence Motor Speedway this weekend.
All right, we'll see you guys this weekend.
See you, man.
Have a good rest of your show. See you guys.
Take it easy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Steve Zacharias. And let's, real quick, before we go into anything else, let's go into a word from our sponsors.
Are you ready to unleash the true potential of your ride? Tired of feeling held back? It's time to experience the Profabrication difference. At Profabrication, we don't just build headers and exhausts. We engineer performance. Crafted with precision from high-grade materials, our systems are designed for one thing: maximum power. Feel the instant increase in horsepower and torque. Hear the deep, aggressive rumble that turns heads. Our expertly designed headers optimize exhaust flow, while our performance exhaust systems deliver that signature sound that you crave. But it's not just about power and sound. Profabrication means durability you can trust. Built to withstand the toughest conditions, our headers and exhaust are an investment in long-lasting performance. Whether you're hitting the track, conquering the trails, or just cruising the streets, Profabrication gives you the edge. Experience smoother acceleration, improved field efficiency, and that unmistakable feeling of pure driving exhilaration. Don't settle for less. Upgrade to Profabrication headers and exhaust today. Profabrication headers and exhaust. Quality that wins. Chicken Bone Alley is brought to you by SRI Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all things racing. Do you need performance parts? Look no further. They offer a wide range of high-performance parts for various types of racing, including stock car racing, dirt racing, and more. SRI Performance also has the most knowledgeable employees in the industry. If you're looking for that hard-to-find part, they've got it. And if you're wondering how to make it work on your car, they know it. Check them out online at www.sriperformance.com. And when you do, don't forget to use the promo code CBONE10. That's C as in chicken, BONE10, and get 10% off at checkout. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum is a full-line steel service center stocking thousands of sizes, shapes, grades, and types of metals and plastic. If you need it, they have it. And if not, they work fast to find what you need and get it to you. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum also has the ability to cut orders to your specifications as requested. Their dedicated team not only brings many years of experience to the table, but they are always ready and willing to lend a hand with anything you may need. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Your material needs are covered here. Tired of leaving performance on the table? Ready to dominate the track? For decades, Earl Ramey Racing Engines has been the secret weapon of champions. We don't just build engines. We craft precision engineered powerhouses designed for one thing: victory. From meticulous machining to expert assembly, every Earl Ramey engine is built with uncompromising quality and a passion for speed. We understand the demands of racing, and we deliver the reliability and raw power you need to cross the finish line first. Whether you're tearing up the asphalt or conquering the dirt, Earl Ramey Racing Engines provides the competitive edge you've been searching for. Don't just race, conquer. Contact Earl Ramey Racing Engines today and let us build your winning machine.
All right. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank our good friends over at Dixie Made right here in Florence, South Carolina. Dixie Made. When you're coming in town this weekend for the 400 there at Florence Motor Speedway, head on over to Dixie Made and get all those Christmas presents, man. It is in full swing Christmas time. Yeah, it is that time. So head on over to Dixie Made. If you need to, put something on layaway. They got their layaway open. If not, they got all the great brands that everybody wants in stock, ready to put under the tree. So go check them out. Also, Fresh Chef. Fresh Chef, if you're coming through the Race City area of North Carolina, go check out Fresh Chef. They're your the daily food and drink specials. All great food. So go check them out. Tell them we sent you. Also, MPM Marketing, www.marketwithmpm.com. If you are in this racing game and wanting to move ahead in it and want to build a name for yourself and move up in the ranks, you got to have a partner that knows the direction you need to go. And Tanya is probably one of the best. So go check out MPM Marketing. Like I said, www.marketwithmpm.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the dirt with Racing Jason. What's up, man?
Man, it's been a while, man. The heck you been up to, bro?
Well, let me tell you, last week, I planned on doing a show. It was a plan. Sunday evening, I started feeling kind of rough. Yeah, I did. My throat got real itchy. Well, Monday, I felt terrible. Just sinus. You would have had to listen to me sneeze and cough and everything else for the entire time we were on here. But on top of that, I got stuck at work kind of late. I probably still could have made it, but it just, like I said, I was not feeling good at all. So I don't think everybody would have enjoyed listening to me cough. And dude, I'm gonna tell you, I'm still not over it. It's
Really?
yeah, it's still just sinus mess, just rough.
Lingering
Lingering.
around.
You ain't
Man.
doing none of that,
Well,
Jerry.
I'm sorry, Dave.
It is what it is. It's one of them things. You know. What you been up to?
Hey, man, World Finals last Saturday in Cherokee yesterday, man. Awesome.
You've had two weekends of some great racing.
Yes, sir.
We'll say
Awesome.
great racing.
Yesterday, rubbered up toward the end, but still a great race, man. Anytime a bad race is still you're on a racetrack, it's still a good day.
Sniper said, "Hello, my people. What's up, Sniper?"
What's up, Sniper? Dave.
Uh-oh.
Our boy got arrested, Dave.
Which one?
Barry Braun.
Oh yeah. The one.
Oh my God, Dave.
The arrest heard around the dirt world. Who heard this coming before it came?
The white should be on the wall, Dave. When you
see
lead the
all this,
PDC,
I ain't heard of that.
JR, he's
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
hardcore asphalt racer over here, so we'll let him in on it. Barry Braun on XR Racing, XR Events, XR, anything XR, which was dirt side. He was putting up some really big They're the ones that brought dirt back to Bristol.
They was
You
supposed
know.
to put on the race at North Wilkesboro.
Yes, they helped
Yes.
put on the Wilkesboro. Yes, exactly. Well, they were putting up some big races, big money. They were supposed to have a Crown Vic race at Alltech. What was it, like this coming weekend? Somewhere right around now.
was it last? Must have been last
Might have
weekend,
been
right?
last weekend. Probably $100,000 to win Crown Vic race, which was awesome. There was people come out of woodworks. I think there were some super late model drivers that had built Crown Vics to go race at this race, and I don't blame them. I would have to. Well, all of a sudden that race got canceled, but we had heard through the not so grapevine because it was flowing through pretty quick.
Yeah.
Some of the past events that he had put on, people did not get paid completely, and I mean it was a lot of money. Kyle Strickler come out and said that was a $125,000 race. He did not get paid for.
Yep.
Didn't even get the trophy.
Didn't get the trophy.
Took the trophy back to wait on tire samples and never would give him back the trophy, even though he won. And tire samples were clean. So he brought back Pennsboro for a race.
Yeah.
Now
he's not allowed back on the property.
And he's not allowed back on the property. But like I said, a lot of people didn't get paid. Somebody finally went through with it, and they arrested him last week. And obviously some financial fraud, I think they said was the reasons. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. And we had talked about it a few times on here, and I invited him to come on the show.
You wanted him on. You wanted him on. You actually came out and said, Barry Braun, I would love to have you on. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, let's talk about it. If you want to put out your side, I will still, if he is out of jail at this point, I still extend the invitation. Come out and tell us your side of this. I don't think there's much to tell, but
yeah, look.
Sniper said he bought him some soap on a rope and some Astroglide for Christmas. Probably not happy with me because I put up a little thing on Racing Jason's X the other night of a picture of him posting up an XR event thing in jail.
Boy, y'all are killing me with that stuff, man. Oh my God, y'all are killing me. Oh. How much time's he facing, Dave?
It depends. I don't think nobody's really said yet, but I mean, it depends how much money they really pin on him. And that's going to take, that's the thing is, like, say that $125,000 that Kyle Strickler never got. Kyle Strickler's going to have to go forth with that $125,000 as a charge. I mean, basically say, hey, I didn't get this, or is he just going to leave it alone? Because like I said on your thing, is people talking about, what are they going to do? Should this be a thing? You can't get blood from a turnip. If the man ain't got...
I'm sorry, go ahead, Dave.
I feel like because there were some races that he did pay out the money on. Mm-hmm. I feel like if he had the money, he would have paid it out for the most part. Anyway, I feel like he probably just ain't got the money. So you can put a judgment on him if you want to. What you gonna get out of it? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Well, Dave, if he owed you money, if he owed you $125,000 for winning a modified race, would you testify? Would you testify against him?
Would I testify? Yes. Would I testify? 100%.
You would?
100%.
I don't think I would. Let me tell you why. Because the damage is already been done. What more is my testimony going to do to hurt him?
Well, what I'm saying is, I'm not even saying I'm the one that's going to bring it forth. By no means. But if they brought me in and asked me to come testify about it, yeah, I'll tell you my side of it. I'm not saying I would necessarily even try to go for it because, like I said, I don't think you're going to get nothing out of him.
Yeah, the damage has already been done, Dave. What more could you do to this poor guy? I did say poor guy, but, this guy.
Well, and it stinks because I think everybody that does this, and I've dealt with a couple of them, and I don't know if I ever told you a story about it. There's one person in racing, I think he's a police officer now, actually, that I won't speak to, and he was over some events on the dirt side, and he kind of screwed me out of some money, and that was the thing. It was like, what do you do about it? Sit here and whine about it, or it's just I made a conscious effort. Like I said, I ain't said his name because I just won't talk about him. If he ever had another series going on, And there's a series that goes on right now that he was a part of. I don't talk about too much, and you probably haven't even realized it. And so I just that was my thing. Is like, yeah, I might not have the biggest show in the world by no means, but you called me to come help you, and then you wanted to rip me off. You will never hear your series come out of my mouth again. So,
Is it who I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Mid East, right there.
Something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow! I know you're talking about that. Oh wow! I didn't know that, Dave. Hey, Dave, bro, I talked to him yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won't.
He's taking over a racetrack next year. We're not
heard
allowed
that.
to talk about that.
I heard that. Nope.
Okay,
I
we're not
heard
gonna.
that.
Okay,
I heard that. One
we
that's in a friendly area. Go to say.
Yes, very, very friendly, very friendly. We're not gonna talk about it on your show then. How about that?
And that's what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
we might talk about a series that raced there, but his track won't get mentioned on my show.
Did not know that, Dave. I did not know that, Dave. Was he on the asphalt side? How did?
No.
You know what?
I'll talk to you about it. I'll call you.
No. Yeah,
Call
okay,
me
yeah.
after the
We ain't
show.
gotta do that here.
Call me after
Yeah,
the
we
show.
can do
We'll
that.
talk about it. I'll tell you about it.
Okay. Dave, is the Ultimate Series done, bro?
This is what I asked at the first of the year. This is a conversation we had. Chase Lane just said, why can't we get paid $125,000 on asphalt? Hey, they can't get paid $125,000 on dirt either.
Yeah, you think you'll get paid like $125,000 on asphalt? They can't even get paid. Oh my God. Okay.
Yes, Chase, I would love it to get paid $125,000, but it is not going to happen. All right, this is where I asked you this at the first of the year, and you said no then. Are we getting oversaturated in super late model racing?
I still say no, Dave, because only time that we are, Dave, is when you schedule two different series of two different tracks, less than 2 hours away from each other. That's when we're killing each other.
Okay, but what's killing the Ultimates then?
Oh shit! Excuse me. That's only it boils down to, Dave, promotership, bro. They announced that here's why I brought this up, Dave. They canceled November 20th and 21st at Screven 2-day show. Yep. They canceled another Ultimate show. Yep. They canceled the one at doggone Ray Cook's, well, it used to be Ray Cook's Brasstown Tri-County track a couple months ago. I mean, they haven't raced since they raced down here at Lancaster.
Yep.
So, I mean,
I know you on the asphalt side more. Do you watch any dirt at all? Really?
A little bit of it.
A little bit. I'm gonna ask you from outside. That is why I want to ask you for outside perspective. Then, let's say asphalt late models, late model stock. Let's just use that as an example because that's kind of the carryover from is late model stock is kind of the premier on the asphalt side, not going to NASCAR. I think that is more in line with a super late model on dirt. Would you care to say yes on that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to put a dirt super late model on a NASCAR level because of it's not because of the popularity or notoriety by no means, because I think there's a heavy fan base on the super late model side, but it's because of where they run and how many races they run and stuff like that. So it's fair to say. Okay. Let's say, JR, and this is what I want to get at. Granted, dirt super late models have a very broad range as far as across the United States. Late model stock is very localized to Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina for the most part. But let's just for giggles, let's say that late model stock, let's just combine late model stock and kind of super late models, as kind of one thing for conversation purposes. If there were, I'm trying to think in my head, you probably know off the top of your head, how many how many super late model series would you say there probably is? Around about
6, maybe.
6.
Yeah.
If there were 6 on the asphalt side, would you think it's oversaturated? But we're running over. I don't know. What do you say?
Not really
15
regionally,
states?
but more spread out, more nationally.
Right.
You know
So
what I mean?
15 to 20 states.
Yeah.
Would you think 6 was too much, or do you think?
Well, they race about every night of the week.
Exactly. They race about every night a week. And this is and I don't think it's necessarily a you were right on the promoter side, but one thing I think about it is let's say like our friends we just have Steve Zacharias on here. And they got the ultra racing now, ultra broadcasting. That's the thing is in today's age, you've got to have it on a streaming platform. You've got to be able to promote it well on that streaming platform to have it even known. Okay. And I'm being dumb to it. Where's Ultra at this year?
Where's who now?
Where's Ultra streaming at?
It's not.
Okay. There's your problem.
It used to be.
It used to be. It used to be on Racing America, wasn't it?
Then they moved it to Flow.
Yeah.
And then they put it
Oh, it
back
was
on
on
Racing America. Yeah.
I think there's your problem.
When's the last time an Ultimate race that you know have been streamed? I would say at least 3-4 years.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this too. Maybe it was that long, but also I think they should have got off of Racing America.
Absolutely. Nobody has that.
Nobody. They did a. It was great when Bob Dillner was there. He done a great job at it with Speed 51.
And our boy, Alan Dietz.
Alan Dietz did a great job with it. Both of them did phenomenal with it. Well, when Dillner left, shortly after, Alan Dietz took just more of a regular announcer role, and then was kind of behind the scenes. And now he has completely left. I don't see the purpose in Racing America anymore.
Don't either. Is it still on, Dave?
It is still on. They cover the pit crew guys stuff on for NASCAR and stuff now because it is owned by it's basically the same guy that started the Race Team Alliance stuff. That's who owns it now. So
I did not know that.
anyway,
Is that why they bring up these NASCAR podcasts?
some of
Everybody's
them,
got a show on there now. It seems like they have 2 or 3 different podcasts on there,
some of
video
it.
casts.
Well, that's all going on NASCAR now because NASCAR got their own production studio, and they're trying to put out a bunch of content to justify having their own production studio. But regardless, like I said, you said they race every night of the week. You think that's too much, or do you think it's good content to have?
Oh, obviously it's good content. They got their stands packed every time they race.
Exactly.
Asphalt, you're lucky to have 200 people in the stand.
You're right, and I still don't understand it. I still don't understand it completely. But that's the thing is I think you got to. I'm with you on it. You got to promote it. You got to stream it nowadays. You got to have, and you got to be able to put it on somewhere that people have. I think if Ultimate right now was on, let's say Ultra, just because Steve was on here, and I think that would be a good place for it. If you put the Ultimates on Ultra Broadcasting right now, I think you could do some great things with it.
I do too.
Because
Absolutely.
it takes that to sell sponsorship for it now. And that's
Absolutely.
What, I mean, unfortunately, we know that's what makes laps go round is money nowadays. So, you've got to put it on something that you're going to bring in some sponsorship dollars.
Ultimate on Ultra. That's got a good ring to it. I love it. I'm loving it.
I do too.
I'm loving it.
I know a guy.
you know several guys. And I love Dwayne Keith, man. Dwayne Keith is freaking awesome.
I do too. I really like Dwayne.
Love Dwayne.
And I thought he was going to jump over there and really take off with this thing, but I don't know.
I don't either,
Just
man.
hadn't
I don't
worked out
know.
for him.
I don't know. It reminds me of the IRL. Remember IRL? It reminds me of IRL. They can't get no tracks to race them. They can't get nobody to come see them. They can't race no. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's the doggest thing I've ever seen in my life.
All right, this is completely off topic from either thing that we typically talk about. And I don't know if this has ever happened to the season finale, but, obviously you just said some race cancellations. How about the NHRA canceling their season finale at Pomona?
Well, I know it was raining.
Weather.
It was, okay, they canceled because it was raining?
Canceled because of rain.
They're not going to reschedule it. They're not going to reschedule it.
Reschedule, and points were paid out based off the race before.
Wow. I did not know that.
Good to me. Not a national series like that. Not a big national televised deal like that to me.
Oh my! So they just said screw the fans.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like what it did. I mean, obviously, Pomona, Southern California, they're crazy about their timing and scheduling and stuff like that. So that could have had some stuff to do with it. Is they might not allow them, to come back for other dates or something like that. I don't know, but I just know they canceled it.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Really stumped because, John Force announced last week that he was retiring officially.
The GOAT?
The GOAT of anything. In my opinion.
Wait a minute.
I'm telling you.
Wait a minute.
Man has 16 championships in the NHRA. 16 funny car championships in the NHRA.
Yeah, but Big Daddy Don was like Bloomquist. He designed stuff. He's one to put the motors in behind the. I don't know. Okay, all right. Either or. You go either or. How about that?
I'm just saying. I think John Force is the absolute GOAT of, especially we cannot deny that of funny cars.
Okay, funny car. Okay, yeah.
Cannot top that.
Okay.
I don't think nobody.
I agree with that. Absolutely.
I think he's if you just did a racing Mount Rushmore, not a dirt, not an asphalt, nothing, I think he's on there. How can you not? Somebody won 16 championships on a national level.
Okay. Oh, you gotta put Richard Petty up there.
Yep.
You gotta put oh God, you gotta put AJ Foyt up there, right? Because AJ was Tony Stewart before Tony Stewart.
I think so. I think you got to put him up there. I mean, I can see where that one will be debated, but yes, I think you got to put him up there. But yeah, I think I think you got Richard Petty, AJ Foyt, Scott Bloomquist, and John Force.
You can put Bloomquist up with them greats. Wow, that's pretty big.
That's mine.
I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. Way to go, Dave. I love it. You go put Bloomquist in the same sentence, same breath as John Force, Richard Petty, AJ Foyt. Wow, that's big.
Who else did any better on dirt?
Yeah, well, yeah, I've always said you can go either Moyer or Bloomquist. You can go either or. You really can. Was that 6'7"? 6'7"? What is that?
Oh God.
I don't know, bro.
Nothing against Billy Moore because I love Billy Moyer too. I just think Scott did more for the innovation than Moyer did. And our buddy Brian Blackwell just said Steve Kinser. I can't argue that one either.
Oh, wow. God, I'm loving it. Oh, wow. Yeah. 11 time, right?
Yep.
We got to put shots up there. Oh, who you got, Kinser, or you got shots? 6'7". 6'7".
Oh, Jesus. Your kid's doing that yet?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
My 16-year-old just, every time you say something, 6'7", 6'7", I'm like, you don't even know what it means. You have no clue what it means.
Well, mine's 4 doing it.
I don't even know what it means. I don't even know what it is, Dave. I have no idea what it means.
I don't know if anybody really knows what it is.
Okay. Well, this right here is like, okay, it's either that or the... Dave, we lost Carson Brown to the asphalt world, bro.
I don't know that you ever had Carson Brown. I mean, he was jumping back and forth between the two already. Sniper said.
Where does Cheeseburger go?
I don't know. Sniper said John Force, Don Garlics, Greg Anderson, and Don Perdome. I mean, yeah, for drag racing, yes, 100%, yes.
Anderson, pure pro stock. Okay,
Pro stock, yeah.
Okay. I had to put Indris up there. She's hotter to look at, man. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Dave, what is Cheeseburger? Who needs a crew chief, Dave? Who needs a crew chief?
There's a lot of people need crew chiefs, I think.
Well, what? All right. So, what? Cheeseburger is his phone going to ring? What's going on?
I don't know what you think.
I tell you, it'd be a good fit. I tell you, it'd be a great fit. You know, Gustin doesn't have a crew chief right now. Well, it's just him and Robert Daddy and what other dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he go to Gustin. Todd Cooney.
Dude, I'm gonna tell
call
you,
Cheeseburger.
I think any help that Gustin could get, just get a load off of him. Man, I've said it. I've said it on here before. I think Gustin could be at the front every week. Could be in talks at least. So, the Reaper. Yep,
The newest edition.
I like it.
What else I got, Dave? Okay, you didn't watch Sonoya none, did you? This past
I did
weekend?
watch highlights from it. I watched the the clash there, the helmet throw. Wasn't quite
That was a good one. That was remind me of Warburton with Junior, right? Bristol, was that right?
That was more close, yes. Because I was gonna say somebody said that was a Tony Stewart-esque. I said, nope, he did not land that one straight in the windshield.
He sure did not. No, he missed Kansas by that much in the windshield, by that much. It was Kansas, right? Wasn't it Kansas?
Yeah.
Dave, the blend-in rule, Dave. I can't. Bro, if you bring out a caution, man, screw the blend-in rule. Go to the back.
Okay. And I guess we're talking about, who are we talking about here? We talking about
Pierce.
Davenport or Pierce?
Pierce.
Okay. Yes, if you bring out the caution, I don't care if you blend or whatever. If you bring out the caution, in my opinion, you should go to back. What you think?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. His wheels never stopped. Yeah, they did, bro.
We had the same deal happen at Dillon a few weeks back. Did you see that with Lil Ricky and Jeff Melton? In Street Stock.
I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah.
I didn't see it happen.
It was kind of the same deal. Lil Ricky went to pass. I was actually spotting for Lil Ricky that night. He went to pass Jeff Melton, and Jeff Melton just hung a hard left and spun himself out down the straightaway. And yeah, down the back straightaway, go kind of right before turn 3. Well, it actually just did a 360. And he landed in third place and just held the gas to it. Well, the caution flew. Well, Ron said that he threw the caution thinking, that there was a spin, so he threw the caution, but he had already blended back in, and so really the caution was accidentally thrown. I was like, I don't like it.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the race? Is that the race you're talking about when Milton spun and collected 3 or 4 cars behind him?
No,
is
he
that the
didn't
same
collect
race?
anybody. He didn't collect anybody. He just spun and, like I said, he landed in third place and kept on rolling.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh! And they threw a caution, but didn't mean to throw a caution. Wow. Okay.
Yes. So kind of the same deal. I was just like, I don't like it.
So the asphalt side, y'all got a blend-in rule too?
Not that I ever heard. Not till that night.
Wow.
Ours is always, and I will give it to. I'm gonna have, and I ain't trying to suck up to him because he was just on the show a little while ago. But I got to give it to Steve Zacharias on that. Their rule is if you cause a caution or are involved in the caution, and that means even if your right front made contact with somebody else's left rear and only the person on the outside spun out. Guess who's going to back?
Oh, everybody.
Both of you. And they stick to that. They stick to that. There's no, really gray area there at all. It's like if there's two cars involved, there's two cars are going to the back.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I love it.
And the most unpopular time he ever done it was when he put Junior to the back for spinning Matt Cox out.
Heard about that, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, he took some heat for that, didn't he?
But he was consistent, and that's what we just told him on here. JR got put to the back this past week for jumping the start. Won the race still, but they were consistent about it, so you can't really complain too much.
All you can ask.
Right. That's all I want, man. Consistency, man. That's all I want, bro. David got so bad if he saw my tweet or not, because you was at the race Saturday night. Fergie got caught up in two cars got together, and Fergie got caught up in it. And I tweeted out, does Fergie get a spot back?
I saw that.
He didn't cause the caution. He was part of anyway.
All right. Brian Blackwell just asked, and I kind of had the same question, but, I ain't going to argue that point. The 98 car, did you see anything that happened over at Florence this past weekend?
No, sir.
Big wreck on two starts, not restarts. Car on the outside of the front row missed shift twice and stacked up the entire outside line twice.
Twice?
Yeah, they went from starting 32 cars to when they finally made the first lap, there was 21 cars. Yeah. Brian Blackwell just asked, did the 98 start a caution on the original start and late model? I kind of had the same thought to some extent. That's not going to be one that I would argue necessarily. I did kind of have the same thought. But at the same time, I've seen other cars miss shifts before, and then and this same thing happened. He missed shift, got going, and then it was cars later back that got stacked up. So I guess it's not unprecedented for the person that actually missed a shift to not go to the back. But when it happened twice, they did put him to the back. So that's a tough call. I do not want to be in race control position to have to call that one at all.
So that's what he was talking about. Wow, I didn't know they put him to the back.
Yeah, they finally did after.
Wow.
They did after two of them, and then the guy come back up through the field and dumped somebody else out of four, and they parked him then.
Hey, man, what was Steve talking about when he was talking about the top row moved down or moved up? What do you mean by that?
In NASCAR, at least, if say everybody goes out, double file. Sorry. Anyway, double file. Say something happens during a pace lap. Car breaks. That's we'll just use front row, for example. Say outside pole.
Okay.
Say his car breaks under pace laps. He pulls in, out of the race. In NASCAR, instead of everything shuffling and changing rows, in NASCAR, the entire outside line would pull up into that spot. They do not do that. Ultra racing, the URA does not do that. They if somebody does not make the start of the race, is not the whole line shifts up, they will shuffle you, because like the other night, literally the guy from about, I don't know, he'd probably been about 12th or so, would have went to the second row.
Wow, yeah. So they do like a choose cone?
Well, not choose cone. It's like if you were, say I'm
third. Say on the second car on the inside line.
Well, if you're the second car on the inside line, you stay. If the second place man went out, then you go to second. You go to outside.
Oh wow. Okay, I like that. I ain't got a problem with it. Oh, just put in the choose cone. There you go. That'll solve your problem right there. Choose cone.
Well.
Oh, here we go.
I don't disagree with you, but I don't think you can do that on the original start. And that's what they were talking about, was the original start.
Okay.
But on top of that, we do the choose cone over at Dillon, and there's been a couple times that people choose, and then they decide about turn two, they didn't like where they chose, and
It's amazing how that happens, you know?
Yeah. It's like I like
Who
this
would've
up there. I
thought?
don't like this over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway,
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. So after, causing or being involved in let's talk about Davenport. Davenport was involved in a caution, and I guess he got his spot back too.
Yep. He spun out. No, our lap car spun.
Lap car
Who was?
spun.
I can't remember who that was.
It was
And
31 car. What's his face?
Millwood.
Tyler Millwood. He
Yeah.
spun, and they said, well, their reasoning was they said he never hit him. He did hit him.
Oh, he nailed it.
He nailed him.
He nailed it.
And stopped. I mean, was completely stopped.
Yeah, that
think
too.
that-
Thank you.
I think he had to. He might have had to refire the car. Actually, I'm not sure.
Ooh,
but
I cannot remember that, Dave. Did he?
I don't know. I just know it sat there long enough that he could have had to refire the car. I don't know.
Ooh, I'm gonna take your word for that. I cannot remember. I'm gonna take your word for it. Maybe he did. Yes.
He was stopped long enough. I think he should have went to the back, personally.
Been a race.
I don't disagree. Sniper says he's a Davenport guy, but he should have went to the back.
Ooh. Then it swept Sonoya, then swept the World Finals last weekend. Man, is JD on a roll or what? I'm
He
sorry,
is.
his doggone 25's coming to an end.
He is. JR, what you think, man? All right. Even in ours. Lap car spins out. Unfortunately, somebody spins to try to miss it. Leader spins to try to miss it. Where's the leader need to go?
To the rear.
Ooh.
It's tough. It's tough.
Hey,
but my
that
thing
is
is if you
tough.
spin and you stopped, I get it if you slide off the track or something, especially at Florence. If I've seen it many times. You have to go on out and run in the dirt, come back on the track. You're still rolling. I'm fine with that. But if you spin, I hate it for
If
you.
stop to avoid them, that's different. But if you spin,
Yeah, if you just literally stop, because I have seen the whole track blocked before and everybody couldn't get by, and you literally just stop because you can't get by on the track. I can understand that.
Yeah, I can too. I can too.
But if
I
you just
can
go
too.
in the corner and literally, I mean, I ain't trying to be whatever with Davenport. Davenport just committed to the high side, and there was a car there. But
Nowhere
there
to
was
go.
still
And
the
like you
whole
said,
bottom.
Came to complete stop, had to back up, and then go
Yep.
to the back.
Yep.
Okay.
Sniper said he still would have won. I agree with that. He would have.
yeah. Because it was like still 20-something laps to go. I mean, it wasn't even quite halfway.
Oh, yeah. He
Like-
been fine.
Like 28 to go or something like that. Yeah.
He says Sniper says Bobby should have been placed where he blended back in. If that's the rule, yes, he should have. He should have been placed where he blended in if that's the rule.
If you go back and watch the race, Sniper, his tire stopped when they put it reversed there, bud.
That I agree with.
His tires did
I
stop.
don't care. Personally, I don't care. I mean, that's the rule. I get that's the rule. I don't care about the tires necessarily stopping. He calls the caution.
That too. That's the main thing. And my point here is, yes, you are part of the caution. The caution came out for you.
I
Go
was
to
the
the
same
back.
way, and I'm not hating on Jeff Melton, but Jeff Melton at Dillon, when he spun around, he calls the caution.
The caution. Now he can't. It's not his fault that the flagman threw that caution, but the
No.
caution came out.
Yeah.
So
Caution
go to the
came
back.
out. Go to the back.
and everybody stopped. Everybody had to slow down because of you anyway.
Exactly.
Go to the back. That's right. Agreed.
Yep.
Oh God,
So
we're
how
gonna do
we
this all
rate the
night.
helmet throw though. Was it good, the helmet throw from Overton?
I would say I'll give him a 9.9.
I mean, he did land it right in the center of the number. He did pretty
Yes,
good.
he did. I think he hit exactly what he was aiming for, Dave.
He was
Exactly.
close
Now
enough.
I don't know,
He should have.
Dave. I don't know about him going down there, man. And bro, don't wait till after the race and y'all handle like me, because Bobby Pierce he ain't gonna get out that car, bro.
He's proved that before.
Yeah, exactly. So he's not gonna get out that car, bro. So I don't know, Overton. Do you got a problem with what Overton did?
No, I don't have a problem with what he did. I mean, I throwing a helmet, you only messing up your own helmet. I mean, so now being on the track, that's a little iffy. Stupid things can happen even under caution. So it's a dangerous spot. I don't like that. But as far as just throwing a helmet at somebody, it don't hurt my feelings. Because I can promise you that helmet's not gonna hurt that car.
No, it's not. It might hurt him if he hits him, yeah, but it ain't gonna hurt that car, bro.
No,
You can pound that out. That ain't nothing.
no.
But you don't have a problem with him going in Pierce's window and doing all that stuff.
They should have never allowed it to get to that. That's the thing. We had the same thing happen, and Matt Cox is my boy. Races Florence Motor Speedway. Me and him hung out this weekend. He super nice guy. He's been on the show quite a few times. Good friend of mine. He went and got in, who was it? Casey Kelly's window one night at Florence Motor Speedway when that crash happened last year. And the track officials were standing there just watching. Now, we all knew Matt Cox was not going to punch him or anything. He was literally that's just the type of person Matt Cox is. He's going to go say something to him, and that's going to be it. That's all that was going to happen. We all knew that. But as the track official probably should not have let him in there. I never agree. Now, if track official can't make it there yet, hey, I mean, it is what it is until track official gets there. But track official should be the one breaking that up always.
He said he was watching it. The track official was watching that.
Yeah, they kind of let him go up there. I mean, and it wasn't so much between them two. I wasn't worried about them two because they're two of the nicest people you ever meet, and they're not going to fight. They knew they weren't going to fight. He said a couple words to him, whatever. But some of the crowd that's yeah, that's what happened.
Exactly. Exactly. The COVID race at Cherokee, Overton, Casey Roberts. Remember that?
Yep.
They got into it, and Casey had to, he had to get his thoughts together because when him and Overton confronted each other, he said 25, 30 people around, hit him. I mean, bro, that's what escalates. That's how it starts, right?
But did he have his mask on?
No, we were 6 feet apart, Dave.
They were 6 feet apart.
We were isolated.
Sniper said Overton and Madden. Yeah, Madden is funny. Madden is like always the coolest guy. Just he's so even keel, whatever. Then all of a sudden, when he gets mad, he is like a bull in the china shop.
He don't want to stop. Once he gets going, he don't want to stop.
No.
He does not want to stop.
No.
Mm-mm.
You go to talk to him, you wonder if he's got a pulse sometimes, and then all of a sudden, boom.
I think Overton versus Madden. What was that at?
Cherokee.
How long ago was that?
Last year, I believe.
Overton Madden at Cherokee last year.
That? They came off. Something happened on track. I don't even remember what it was. I want to say it was like in a heat race. They come off and got into it right there at pit entrance.
Last year.
You don't remember this? God, how can I remember dirt stuff and you don't?
I don't know. Because I've been to 500 races probably since then.
You probably have.
Madden versus Overton at Cherokee.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
23, Sniper says.
Oh, no wonder. I can't think that. I can't remember what I did yesterday. Come on, bro. Really? Oh, I did go to a race yesterday. That's right. I do remember that. 23 Madden versus Overton. I gotta Google this. I gotta write this down. Okay, Madden versus Overton.
I don't think they fought. It was a lot of chest bumping.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Hold on. I gotta Google this, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Madden versus Overton at Cherokee. 23. All right. Okay. Wow. I don't remember that.
So, moving on though from Sonoya, how about our boy Fergie Time, Chris Ferguson, getting it done at Cherokee in the inaugural Freddie Smith Memorial.
Dave, great atmosphere, man. The vibe yesterday was electric. It was awesome.
I gotta ask something real quick before we get there. Was the urn still in the stands?
I forgot to ask Lumberjack about that urn, man. Doggone it. I forgot all about it. Oh,
I
man.
don't know if you saw this, JR. Somebody
Ah.
the week before at Cherokee left somebody's ashes in an urn in the stands.
No, I ain't heard about that.
It was not there. All right, they did track prep. They're working the track during the week, so it was not there Monday and Tuesday. JR, Wednesday, this urn just happened to appear, right on the grandstands. Nobody knows anything about this urn, where it came from, who dropped it off. So Cherokee put a thing out and said, if you're the owner of an urn, please come get it. We have, what did he say? We notified a local funeral home or whatever. If they know anything about it and stuff, yeah. Smell it. This urn just magically appeared.
They're gonna have to start putting RFID codes on ashes, so like a dog, the microchip that they put in a
The little
dog.
chip, yeah. Scan it. Oh, that's John Smith. Oh, wow. Okay, he died in 20. Wow, can you imagine that, bro?
Dude, it'd be bad. It'd be bad.
I wish I remember. I could have asked Bumperjack that, bro, because he called the local races yesterday up there.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have asked him.
Sniper says he thinks that needs to be a bigger promotion for that race.
The Freddie Smith Memorial.
Yeah.
It was only the first annual. It's gonna get better. What's
Yeah,
gonna
but-
happen? It's gonna get bigger and better.
Well, the only thing is the time of year they're doing it. Who else is gonna do it? Everybody's done.
Yeah, I just hate this that close to Gateway because that's why we only had 2 cars come from Sonoya yesterday to Cherokee. Everybody's gonna get ready for Gateway. So I just hate that it is
I just loved it that the top 3 were friends of the show. They're
all
clean.
locals, baby.
All locals.
All locals, baby. Yes. Shout out Ben. Shout out Ferg. Yes, absolutely. Shout out Trent. Yes.
Yes.
Zach.
Yep.
Yes.
I liked it, but I agree. I hope it will be a bigger promotion. My only thing is, like I said, though, is that time of year it is you're not going to get. But I don't know. I mean, they could make that that could turn into the wrap up for the Flow Racing Night in America, the championship there. That would be nice.
No. You know what you could do?
No, they
Seriously, you know what you could do? Finale, hunt the front.
Yeah. When is their finale? Because I thought somebody got no, that was the Cherokee Chief.
Yeah,
Championship.
Chief.
All that stuff confuses me because they're so.
The miniseries.
Yeah.
When I post, okay, who's coming to Cherokee for a hunt the front, and I always tag hunt the front, Big Chief, and everybody's like, that's not a hunt the front race. Well, I never said it was a hunt the front race. I didn't say that. I said Big
It's a
Chief.
hunt the front promotion.
I got them in quotation marks.
That's right.
I mean, bruh. But it confuses everybody. But that's a good question. Has Hunt the Front had the finale? Yeah, I guess they have, right?
I think
So
so.
all we got left is Gateway.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, who won the championship, Dave?
Bring back the Dryden series.
Oh
Winter
my God,
Series.
bro! Please, yes.
The
We
Dryden
need this.
Winter Series. I love the Winter Series. One thing I want to ask. I saw used to be Modoc, now Little River, is on the schedule for World of Outlaws next year.
Dave, I got to read you this text I got here earlier, my brother. I don't know what's going on here, man. Maybe you can do some doggone digging. This is what I got. I ain't saying who sent it to me, bud. Okay. All right, who sent me? I mean, Dave, my stuff been blowing up all day long, bro. Oh, here we go, right here. All right. So I'm hearing the World of Outlaw date at the old Modoc Speedway is just that. A possible date, not for sure deal yet. Ronnie Powell, sponsor of the 76, owns the track and is not wanting to pay the show money. He doesn't feel in his obligation. I guess we'll see. I don't know, Dave. That's what I got today. I do not know, bro. I do not. What do you think? Maybe you could do some doggone digging. Oh, I lost you. Where'd you go?
It says you're here, but it's like you cut your camera
I
off.
don't see you.
I hear
Dave. Well, okay. As long as you can hear me, then we're good.
you.
Yeah. So I don't know, Dave. I don't
There
know
we
what
go.
that means, bro. Oh, there you go. I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I mean, somebody's got to put up some money for the cars to come. I mean, that's all there is to it.
Oh, God, I almost gave the name away. Well, somebody told me it was going to be a 2-day show, 25,000 to win that Saturday.
No.
So
Can we get
I don't know.
$25,000 to win a truck race?
Be nice.
Would be nice.
Come to the dirt
Be
side,
nice.
man. JR, build you a lay bottle, man. Come on. Love to have you.
He could drive
Love
it.
to have
He
you.
could drive it.
Might sound on fun right now.
Oh, hey, I know where 23 Longhorn is right now. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Mm.
You buy it, I'll drive it.
Well, JR, I promise you this: if I ever hit the lottery, man, we're going racing. All right, we go. I'm gonna buy me a track. I'm gonna put Florence to dirt. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God, here we go again.
No, not doing that to y'all. No, but we're going racing there somewhere. We're gonna do something.
I hear you there.
What's going on with Fayetteville, Dave? What have you heard lately?
I don't know. Last I heard was basically what you heard was it was sold, then all of a sudden it wasn't sold, then the promoter's lease is just running out. I've heard there's other people looking into it. Last I saw posted, basically as of now, it was still a racetrack. Nothing announced at all for next year, but it was still a racetrack as of now. Sniper got a bunch of eyes up here.
Oh God, here we go. He changes every day, man. No word. Sniper. Okay. Every day. Fayetteville sold. Oh, we're going to race again. Oh, Fayetteville is going to be gone. Oh, we're racing again. Bro. Okay.
To bring this up twice in one episode, though, how about the Rock Dragway got a NHRA date for 2026?
No freaking way.
Yes.
So the top dragster sanction body in the nation is coming back to the Rock.
Yes.
Wow. That's big.
Big.
That's big.
Big.
Big. Maybe move Pomona to Rockingham. There you go.
Maybe so.
Yeah, all
We'll
right.
stick around until we can race, I promise.
We're going to try that track out there, buddy. Yes, sir. We're going to get leaf blowers or something out there, buddy. I promise you. It'll be the 24 hours of Fayetteville, but they're going to get it in.
Jesus. Yeah. But anyway, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't either. Dave, when people are trying to form a coup against you, when you just throw your hands up and say, you know what, man, I've done everything I can for this place, and this is where y'all gonna be, just walk away. But he's not doing that. He's not doing that.
I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you, and I've noticed this, and I ain't gonna say now there are some on the asphalt side, but it's more the dirt side. There are some strange cats sometimes that get into promoting business.
Shady.
A lot of them are nice, but there are some shady ones for sure. And there's a lot of backdoor stuff that goes on. Like I said, I've been fortunate enough, I guess, and I mean, I try to, we had Steve Zacharias on here earlier, and I've tried, everything I can because Florence Motor Speedway is literally in my backyard almost. So I want that track to succeed, and I've seen the stuff that they do over there, and I'm gonna tell you, if there's one that's up front about everything, it's Florence Motor Speedway. I will give you that. Whatever he told you happened, that's what happened.
I gotta admit, that was a great interview with Steve you just had a little while ago. That was awesome. That was awesome.
But
I wish he was my promoter.
That's what I'm saying. But there's some that I've been involved with on the dirt side. It's like hush, hush, secret, secret. money's moving from this hand to this hand, and all of a sudden drivers ain't getting paid. It's like,
Yep.
And I
From
don't know why that-
from.
I don't know. I
I
don't know.
don't either, bro.
But anyway, so what else
Makes
we
me
got
sick.
going on, man?
This Saturday night at Lakeview, I-95 series versus Blue Ridge.
I-95
For
versus
$5,000.
Blue Ridge. Well, we'll be at Florence Motor Speedway for the 400 right down the road.
Not doing anything.
Not doing anything. You're
I
not
don't
doing
think
anything?
so.
You chilling?
I don't. Yeah, I might go to the Turkey 100 Swainsboro.
There you go.
I tell you what. If I go to Florence Saturday, you go to Swainsboro with me that weekend or that Saturday?
What Saturday? When is it?
Thanksgiving weekend.
Thanksgiving weekend. I can't. I would, but I can't. Sorry.
It's all good.
How you going? Look,
What?
there's something else going on that weekend.
There is
Yeah.
Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah. I think JR knows what I'm talking about.
What's going on that weekend?
There's a football game that weekend, or either.
Oh my bro, I
don't
don't even want
just
man,
get together.
look at here,
And,
bro. Dave, have a good night, man. I'll holler at you.
maybe they'll just get together and cook a hog or something, because that's about what it's gonna be good for.
Yeah, I don't know how good that's gonna be.
You know, we went almost an hour, man. You had to bring that up, bro.
It was pitiful. JR, what was your thoughts Saturday, man? It was beautiful. I'm glad you were at the racetrack. I'm glad I was at the racetrack. That
Brother
was
kept
pitiful.
looking at it. He said it was looking good at halftime. I said, don't get your hopes up.
I told my dad the same thing. Told him the same thing. I said, he said, that's a lot to come back. I said, it is, but they can do it.
Yeah.
And then my thing was, I was like, we did all that the first half, and we literally could not score a point in the second
Nothing.
half.
Did absolutely nothing. Didn't even try, I don't think.
What's your thoughts on it's going around? So, I mean, I ain't saying nothing. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know,
it's
bro. Who
going
we gonna
on.
get? Okay, if you gonna do that, who we gonna get, bro? Who's out there?
No, I'm saying Lenore Sellers. I'm hearing word on the
Yeah,
street
me
is
too.
going
Okay.
to Miami after this year.
We're done.
I can't blame him though.
Oh, hey, no. Can't blame you.
I cannot blame him at all. What I hear, $10 million, and on top of that, you go into a team that Mike can put a team around you and up your NFL stock a good bit.
It made $20 million next year.
Yeah, I can't. And everybody's like, "Well, you think he's gonna leave his brother?" I said, "You think his brother's not in the deal too?"
The whole family gonna get paid, dog. Man, oh my God, bro. We are so done, man. We are so done. We're done.
What we need, JR?
I don't know. We need an overhaul.
You think? I've been, trust me, and I think Shane Beamer's a good coach.
I do too.
I think
That's
he's
the thing
a good
about it.
coach. But do you think it's time to start looking?
I don't know. I don't think he's got enough discipline. to be
You don't
head
think so?
coach.
Okay, Dave, we done fired Shula. What's the excuse now, bro?
Let me tell you why. My thoughts on that is, yes, we fired Shula. But the problem is somebody had to go. Somebody had to go. You had to fire somebody. If not, let me tell you the whole reason, and you know this as well as I do. The whole reason anybody gets fired from any coaching program on any level at a college level is because of backers. It ain't because of the athletic director. It ain't because of the head coach. It's because of the financial backers of the school. So they come in. Let me tell you, he would have rode right there as coordinator through this year if the backers would not have said, nah, he's got to go. But my thing is, and I'm not saying by no means he was a good offensive coordinator. Last year he was okay. But my whole thing is you can't make offensive linemen that just don't have the talent do things that they don't have the talent to do. You can't do it. I mean, that's like driving a slow car fast. Can't do it. And these boys may end up being good, but this year they're not. And if your quarterback ain't got time to do nothing, you can hang it up. In the first half, he had a little bit of time. Well, on top of that, defense was scoring too. So, second half.
Is that the first time a defense showed up this year?
Well, for a half.
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay. It's just sickening, bro. It's just sickening. It's just sickening. It's just sickening. Being a Gamecock fan for one season will take 10 years off your life, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
JR said he's a Gamecock and a Mets fan. Ooh.
Oh wow, God! Oh, well, at least I got a ring. It was 86 and whatever it was, but at least I got a ring. We can't even get to freaking Atlanta. Oh my God, bro! Oh my God, bro! Now here I am. I had us 10-2 this year. Oh wow! Oh.
Everybody did. I think a lot of people did.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the major problem. That's a major problem. Is we were expected to do so much more than what we're showing. Anyway, Jason.
Yeah, I was having a good show.
End us on a high note.
Oh boy. High note. That's really all I got here, Dave. You know, season's winding down, man. Gateway's coming up. We got Gateway. How about that?
We got Gateway coming up.
Yes,
Gateway.
Got
We're gonna
Gateway.
we'll probably have a show next week, and we may take off a couple weeks till Gateway there.
I think that's what we're gonna do too.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, good deal, man. Well, as always, brother, I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Dave.
All
JR,
right.
nice meeting you, bud.
Nice meeting you too.
Hey, good luck to y'all this weekend.
We going to watch.
Are you ain't racing?
Nah, the truck race was this past weekend.
How come you didn't race it?
You
I
ain't
heard
jumping in nobody's stuff. You ain't announced yet. You ain't getting a late model
No.
stock over there. You ain't announced that, are you?
I ain't got no plans on it.
No eyeballs? No eyeballs? Okay. Why you didn't drive your truck this past weekend? You said somebody else drove it. Why is that?
No, nobody drove my truck. Mine is sitting in the shop here.
Oh.
One, because
Safest place to be.
it was the safest place to be. That was a wild race. Two, because we drove it the other week and just it was really to go race it, figure out what we needed to do to it, which direction we really needed to work on, and I'll tell you, JR knows how this goes. We got out there for the first race, and we used our brakes off of our car, single piston brakes. And when I drove in the corner beside JR, and all of a sudden he drives like 3 truck lengths deeper than I can, I'm like, oh God, I need brakes.
Wow.
I've been through that this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I actually got calipers in Saturday, so we got to get everything put on there,
Okay.
and then we'll be back for the bash.
Okay. Well, good luck with that, bro.
Yep. Well, good deal, brother. We appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one, man.
Take it easy.
Yes, sir.
You running the bash?
That's the plan.
They gonna have trucks at the bash?
Yeah. That's what I heard. That's what Chad said anyway.
I hadn't heard that.
That's what Chad told me. We'll see. I mean, I ain't seen the schedule for it yet. If they run them, we'll run them. If not, then we won't.
Yeah,
We'll be at the Icebreaker maybe.
we'll be at Icebreaker, I think, for sure.
So getting back to some truck talk here, talking about that. What's your plans looking like for 2026? Obviously, 2025 has winded down, and you got in it. When'd you get in the truck? Was it first of the year, or was it about middle of the year?
First race was at Spring Fling at Florence.
Was that when it was?
Yeah.
And was that the one you had to push the whole back of the truck down?
No, that was a couple races later. We won the first one with it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Had problems ever since.
What all happened with it there?
a long time we thought something was wrong with the motor. Then when it ended up being a carburetor issue, we went through different carburetors. It ended up just being too rich.
Ah.
But 3 carburetors doing the same thing. So
Wow. That's crazy.
then we had a fuel line issue too, and then had a brake problem.
That truck you got, where did it come from?
PRW.
That's PRW
Yeah.
truck.
Yeah, they was running in house. Charlie Watson was running it.
Okay. Yeah. Good stuff, dude.
Yeah, it ain't too bad.
Good stuff. Real good stuff. It's a good looking truck. You went with my colors. That's what I always ran. I mean, that's what you've always ran.
Yeah.
Why'd you run red and yellow?
Well, that's what
Any-
my dad used to run. So
Yeah.
it just
My
trickled
first
down.
go-kart, I'll tell you what happened. My first go-kart was red, and we stuck some yellow stickers on it. And literally after that, I ran red and yellow on everything until I got into a legend car. Just because body was already white,
Yeah.
we had to throw a body on it, and we wanted to go race that next weekend. We didn't have time to do nothing, so I have not run a red car since I started running on asphalt.
Yeah, it stands out. I like it.
I like it. I like it. That's always, like I said, that was always my colors, and I always like to ask everybody, why'd you start number 23? Why'd you start running that?
That trickled down too. That was my daddy's number.
That was your day's number 2. Well, that's good. That's good. Good to know. So we talked about the first of it there, but what's your plans for all of 2026? You gonna try to run for a track championship anywhere? You just gonna run when you can, or what you gonna do?
I'm not really sure. I like to run for a track championship. It worked out that way, but just take it week by week and see how it goes. If it lines up, we'll go for it. If not, just go for wins.
There you go. There you go. Well, you got a truck to do it, man. That's a fast piece you got. You won a handful of races with it already this year, didn't you?
I think we won 3 races, 2 at Florence and 1 at Dillon.
One at Dillon. I was thinking you won more than Dillon. I'm gonna tell you. I told somebody this the other day. Even I said, I'm gonna tell you, the truck, the super trucks, could probably be the most competitive class if everybody runs at Dillon would come to Florence, and everybody runs at Florence would come to Dillon. I'm like, we would have 15 trucks every week.
Yeah, because you got 10 trucks race at Dillon. None of them go to Florence.
None of them hardly go to Florence.
And none of the trucks from Florence go to Dillon.
Not many of them.
What are they? 30 minutes apart?
Yeah. I think it's about a literal 30-minute drive straight down 95. And I don't get why. Rules are identical. No different rules. So, and I mean, maybe you may know more than I do, probably you do, but setup isn't just hugely different. By no means. It ain't nothing that can't change in a day anyway.
Not really. There's a little bit of difference.
Oh, yeah, for sure. A little bit, but I
It
mean,
ain't no big swing at it.
no, not at all. So, I don't know. I wish we could get everybody to run both tracks for sure. And, I know Steve and Ron going to be working some more together here in the future. And, man, I would love for, they got I-95 stuff. And I'm not saying I want to do that all the way up to Southern National. 'Cause that's a haul. But, man, it'd be cool for especially our local classes like the trucks, Charger, and say mini stock. If we could do something between Florence and Dillon, kind of like the same type setup they did for the I-95 series, that'd be really cool. I mean, obviously not all the races. That way you don't have to kill yourself and try to do every race, but it'd be really cool to have a series like that between the two races.
Yeah, I
Race
think
tracks.
once a month each track would be
Perfect.
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 There you go.
Perfect. So, well, cool, man. Well, we done spent plenty of time on here tonight, man. So, next race you got scheduled right now, as of now, is Icebreaker, unless
As of now,
if they run it at the Bash, you gonna run?
We got to talk about it. I don't know.
You got a good setup in there for Florence right now.
Yeah. I don't even really like Florence as a track, but I
Really?
like Dillon better.
See, I'm the same way. I like racing Dillon more, but I don't know. There's something about Florence. I love going over there, but I don't know why it is.
Yeah, I've always struggled at Florence for some reason.
Well, you figured it out. You figured out that high side now.
Yeah, I just got to figure out the bottom.
Just keep going on the high. Dude, I'm going to tell you, I told somebody this not long ago. I'm like, hey, used to it was like one of them things that the high side came in later in the race. I'm like, shoot, I think now you could about run the whole race up there.
You got to wait for the tire to fall off a little bit.
A little bit.
But it ain't so much you got to wait. You can go over there early. It's just until you get some tire wear, it
You
ain't
can-
gonna, take off.
You can definitely make some passes up there if you need to. That is the one thing I do like about Florence a lot, is there are options to race people. It's not just if somebody gets inside of you, they just got it.
Yeah, you can move around a lot too. You go to Dillon, it's pretty much a bottom feeder.
Bottom
there.
feeder there, yeah. And I mean, which is fine. I mean, but I don't know. Just different nuances of each track.
Yeah, I guess I like Dillon more because I've raced her since I was
Well, I'm fixing
12
to
years
say.
old.
And you don't live too far down the road from it, do you?
No, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's about 45 minutes to Florence.
I'm literally like, dude, is where we're sitting at right here. It almost takes me the exact same amount of time to get to either track.
Yeah. You're right in the middle.
It's like 25 minutes either way. I'm at either track. Oh, but anyway. Well, cool, man. Well, dude, I sure appreciate you coming over here tonight and hanging out. And we'll have to do it again, especially when Connor's over here and stuff like that. And, congratulations again, man. That was a good run and a crazy
Appreciate it.
race. And maybe I can get up there and run with you some this year. I hope.
Yeah, hopefully we make it happen. I appreciate it. Appreciate you having me on.
Not a problem, man. Who all you need to thank, man? I know you got a bunch of sponsors that you need to talk and crew and help and everything else.
Yeah, most of all, I got to thank Moore's Auto Sales and Dillon Body Shop and my daddy. He puts in a lot of time and effort into it. Me and him, most of the time we work on it 7 days a week. And my brother helps out some, cousin Alan. But yeah, mostly it's just my daddy puts a lot of time into it. So I got to thank him most of all.
Good deal, man. Good deal. Well, man, we appreciate you, like I said, and love to have you back sometime. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, anytime. Appreciate you having me.
Good deal, man. Well, everybody, appreciate all y'all hanging out with us tonight. We went a lot longer than I thought we would tonight. We had a lot to talk about, I guess. Had a lot of racing going on. Got some more stuff coming up this weekend. Come on out to Florence Motor Speedway this Saturday night, South Carolina 400. That is that's going to be another good race. I feel like the weather's going to be perfect to put on some good racing out there. So y'all come on out. Like I said, also I think Dirt Guys Lakeview is running there. So good race gonna be over that way too. So but anyway, guys, appreciate all y'all hanging out with us tonight, and we will catch y'all next time. Have a good one. We'll take it off mute. We're still here. I'm about 3/4 straight away behind you, and then all of a sudden I was like, this thing's getting loose. Then all of a sudden, about lap 20, I was like, Connor was spotting for me. I was like, I gotta come in. I'm done. I come in and tire sitting about that far off the rim. I was like, oh, that's why.
Yeah, that'll make it loose.
All right, everybody. Appreciate all y'all. Y'all have a good one.